Conservatives are still up in arms over the fact that Bud Light did a promotion with a transgender TikTok influencer, Dylan Mulvaney, and we have seen Kid Rock take a case of Bud Light and shoot it with a shotgun. We have seen other Republicans ceremoniously breaking Bud Light bottles. But it was Republican Representative Dan Crenshaw that really took the cringe to a new level. Because Crenshaw put out a video on social media where he said, quote, "Just saw Bud Light's stupid ad campaign. So guess what we're going to do? We're going to throw out every single Bud Light we have in the fridge." So he opens up his fridge in the video, shows that there's actually no Bud Light in there. It's stocked with a beer called Karbach. And then he says, all right, well, I guess that was easy. Because Dan Crenshaw doesn't drink Bud Light. Good for you, bud. Like, I don't even care. But here's the problem that folks on social media immediately pointed out to Dan Crenshaw, showing why his little protest was about as dumb as humanly possible. Because it turns out that Bud Light's maker, Anheuser-Busch, also makes Karbach. So Dan Crenshaw might not be purchasing Bud Light, but he's still giving his money to the same company. So you're not actually protesting anything. Anheuser-Busch is still getting your money. And you thought you had a win. You thought you were out there showing people, I already don't drink Bud Light. Why would I give my money to Anheuser-Busch? Well, you are. You did. And now you look like a big old idiot. Even more so than all the other Republicans saying, we're going to boycott Bud Light. No, you're not. That stuff runs through your veins. I know, I live down here in the deep red South. It's what we drink. Hell, it's what I drink, if I drink. The other thing Republicans have to understand, and this was actually pointed out by Max Collins of Eve 6, these things are focus group to hell and back. Companies do not make decisions unless they think they're going to make money off of it. They're not interested in doing the right thing. They're not actually interested in inclusivity. All they want to do is sell products and make money. That's what Bud Light is doing. That's what Anheuser-Busch is doing. And that's what apparently Dan Crenshaw is still supporting because he's too stupid to take 5 seconds to do a little bit of research to make sure that the beer he's showing in his fridge is not made by the same company that makes Bud Light. Anheuser-Busch is not going to suffer. They are still going to sell just as many beers as they used to. Do you know why? Because most beers in this country that are widely available are made by the same 2 or 3 companies. So just because it has a different name, just because it looks like maybe it's a, fancy local beer, it's usually not. It's usually not. So you can try to boycott them all you want, Republicans, just like you blew up your Keurigs and set your Nikes on fire and shot up your Yeti coolers and got rid of your Mr. Potato Heads and threw out all those Dr. Seuss books. My God, conservatives engage in a lot of cancel culture, don't they? And every time, they've looked dumber than the previous time. But so far, no one has looked dumber than Dan Crenshaw with his idiotic little boycott of still giving the company all of his beer money. Ring of Fire has fresh content 7 days a week, so if you want to be reminded about it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell to be notified every time a new video goes up.